On a windy Thursday day, the Mountaineers are here to play as the undefeated 3-0 Turkeyfoot Rams get set to face the visiting 2-1 Berlin Mountaineers. Good evening, everyone. My name is Luke Bowers, and today Turkeyfoot will look to stay perfect on the season and build off that roller coaster ride game against Hyman yesterday here in Confluence. Thanks to the walk-off hit by senior Brandon Trussler, the Rams were able to take home the 9-8 victory over the Hornets in the non-conference game. After the game, I got to talk to Trussler about his hit and what are going to do today against this Berlin. This is what he had to say. I'm joined alongside here with the walk-off winner today, Brandon Trussler, with the game-winning run. Brandon, what was going through your head when you hit that walk-off winner for the team?
I really didn't think I was going to do it, honestly.
Well, you guys got to win today, a hard-fought win. And what are you guys going to do tomorrow to face Berlin? What do you think is going to be the game strategy?
Well, hopefully just pull it out like we did today and give it everything we got.
You heard it from him, the man himself, Brandon Trussler, the walk-off winner today for the Rams. Well, that was a fun ride and a fun game, and thankfully the Rams were able to prevail, but unfortunately that did come without a cost on the pitching side of things. Turkeyfoot used 3 pitchers throughout the game, where starter Will Toy went 4 in the third innings, allowing 5 hits, 4 runs, and striking out 3. Toy pitched 93 pitches before the Rams brought in reliever Hunter Holiday to the mound. Holiday pitched 2 runs. Allowed 2 runs, 2 hits over 1 inning on the hill. But when Hyman's starting to get things going, the Rams were kind of jammed and decided to bring in ace Blake Nicholson to the mound. Nicholson went an inning and 2/3, allowing 2 runs over 37 pitches, but coming back to shut down the Hornets' offense with 3 Ks. Now, since Nicholson and Holiday threw more than 25 pitches, they are both required to have at least a day's rest from the mound, while starters Cameron Camp and Toy will both be out for 4 days on rest. So that left a slim few pitchers left for Turkeyfoot, and he decided to give the ball today to Brandon Trussler, the senior. Meanwhile, the Mountaineers, they will come to town on a 2-game winning streak as they haven't lost a game since falling to Berlin 4-8 back on 3/29. And so far this season, the Mounties have been dominant from the hill, allowing the opposing batters to have only 9 hits this season at the plate. Another big key for the Berlin this season has been seniors Charlie Fisher and Tucker Patrick, who have combined for a team-leading 10 hits at the plate. While seniors Brady Borachuk and freshman Pace Prosser have also stepped up huge, going 4 from 8 and 4 from 10 at the dish, respectively. So we'll see how these two teams fare as the Rams get ready to play the Mountaineers here at beautiful Confluence, PA. We welcome you back here on this warm spring day as we take a look at my keys to the game for each team. First off, for Berlin, I have Don't Overthink It. Berlin is coming here today against a red-hot Turkeyfoot team, but knows they have the slight upper hand. So they need to stick to the basics and play their game while not coming in too overconfident. My next key is take advantage of the pitching. As we mentioned before, the Rams are cut short on arms, so Berlin needs to capitalize and take advantage of it early on. My final key for the team out of Brothers Valley Township is do the easy things right. If the Mountaineers make sure they field, hit, and play smart baseball, they'll be looking pretty sharp in this one. Now for Turkeyfoot to start things off, I have play with confidence. The Rams need to come out with confidence while staying calm and relaxed. My number two key for the foot is keep it up at the plate. The bats so far this season for the Rams have been on fire, and they are going to have to keep that going here today against their opponents. Lastly, I have help out your pitcher, and what that means is Turkeyfoot will really need to do a good job on defense today and get quick out while on the field to help out their pitcher through the game. Those are my keys to the game as we step aside before presenting you the starting lineups and first pitch right after this. on the field. Brandon Trussler on the mound for the Rams. Grant Grove behind the dish, while Stephen Hoover down at third base. Bryce Schmidt at second. Will Toy at short. Henry Holiday at third base. Cameron Kemp in left. Blake Nicholson in center. And Jesse Culp and right field is the opening pitch by Trussler. Gets by the catcher Grove. And as we look at the lineup here for the visiting Berlin Mountaineers, Fisher batting first here for Berlin. Patrick, pitching, will bat second. Spokart, who wears number 2 in right field, batting third. Borbachuk, the cleanup batter, who wears number 15 at first base. Prosser at shortstop, wearing number 23, while Hyatt in the number 6 spot in the Mountaineers order, catching, wearing number 25. Leonard at second base, number 13, and Joe's and DHing, and he is in the number 8 seed, while the number 9 batter Jarvis is at third base. Count right now on the batter Fisher for the Mountaineers is 2-1, but he gets hit in the side of the arm, so he'll make his way down the first base line to start off this one for Berlin. Mountaineers coming in today here with a 2-1 record, going 2-0, facing Shade and Rockwood, trying to get the win here, while the Rams are sitting on top of the standings currently with a 3-0 record, as the runner Fisher takes off for second on the outside pitch, and Fisher will pick up a stolen bag at second base. Rams wearing their blue uniforms and gray pants, while the Mountaineers are in their black jerseys and gray pants, and that one's ripped by Patrick to left field. Kemp is there to pick it up, and that will put the runners on the corners for the number 3 batter Spokart here for Berlin. 0-0 the score here, fresh in the first inning. Mountaineers looking good so far with both runners getting on base, and now that will bring up the left-hander Spokart to the plate. He's in right field today, as the runner Patrick standing up at second on the stolen base. Spokart wearing the number 2 on his jersey. He's got a chance to score 2 here with 2 runners in scoring position, as Trussler will throw, and that one will bounce off the belt of the catcher Grove, and now the ball is being thrown all over the place, and the Mountaineers will get 2 to get them on the scoreboard first, as Grove tried to toss that over to Trussler, and in the process of doing so, it got by, and that will be the first 2 runs on the scoreboard today for the Mountaineers. Trussler comes set, and now the throw. That one's way up high for ball 2 here on the batter Spokart. 2-1 count. Strike 2 is called on the outside corner of the plate to put the count at 2-2 with no outs and no one on for the batter Spokart. Spokart selling in here for the Mountaineers. That one's inside though to work the count full. Good job by Spokart to hold off on that pitch. Up next and on deck for the Mountaineers will be Borbachuk, as Trussler misses that one outside for ball 4 to bring up number 15 Borbachuk to the plate. So the Mountaineers go on base so far each time they've come to the plate, and they still got no outs under their belt, with the cleanup hitter Borbachuk selling in the box here. Spokart with a slight lead here. We'll see if he goes as Trussler comes set. He decides not to, and that one's taken right about at the letters for ball 1 on the right-hander. Once again, Trussler comes set. He'll check on the runner Spokart, but Spokart will get the second safely, as the ball will get by the catcher Grove for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes here on the batter Borbachuk. Mountaineers are up 2-0 early here on the Rams. That one's taken for ball 3, and now Trussler has some work to do on the mound, trying to get back here against Barrett Borbachok with 3 balls. Trussler comes set, now the throw, and a strike one call right down the pipe as Borbachok decided not to swing there, but he'll have the count in his favor here with a 3-1 count. As Trussler comes set, the throw. That one outside for ball 4. The runner's going Spokart the third, and Spokart will get there on the walk to the batter Borbachok to bring up Pace Prosser to the plate. Mountaineers have been pretty fast on the base pad so far to start off this game, with now runners once again at the corners as Prosser pops that one. Schmidt's over there to get it, and Schmidt will put down his glove, but the runner will tag up at home. That throws way to the left at the plate. Grove was there for the catch, but the Mountaineers will tag up on the force out by Prosser to extend their lead to 3-0. First pitch to Hyatt. He'll be catching today for the Mountaineers as that one's taken low for ball 1 with 1 out. Trussler was the hero yesterday for the Rams as he had that poke down the left field line, and as I say that, the ball goes down the left field line for Hyatt, and that will be a single for the right-handed batter to bring up Leonard to the plate, the number 7 batter for the Mountaineers. As we mentioned here, wind is really picking up. It almost feels like a tornado is coming in here at times, so we do apologize if there is a little bit of disruption on the sound. So we're trying to do the best we can here at the baseball field. Some Mountaineers will put a runner on first base and places Hyatt. In the meantime, that one will get by Grove, and that will score as Grove's throw was skipped in front of the third baseman, Holiday. So the Mountaineers will score here to make it a 4-0 ball game. Eric Swank comes out to talk to his team here. We'll step aside here for a quick break. Mountaineers are in business here early, 4-0 on Turkeyfoot. As we back here at Confluence, Mountaineers score 1 on the throwing error by the catcher Grove as that one's popped up to the third baseman Holiday. Has to move over there into foul territory, but he'll call for it and get under it for the second out of the inning. As would also like to mention that I believe Yeager has subbed in over at second base for Berlin as a pitch runner for the batter for the Mountaineers, as that one smoked down the line by Joes, and that one will be plenty foul for a dead ball. Four to nothing. Berlin on top here of the Turkeyfoot Rams. Trussler's trying to work his way out of it here with the runner 1 second. As that one is drilled, and that will get down in front of Schmidt. Schmidt bobbles with it. He can't get it up in time to get the runner, Leonard, at first base. So that will put runners at first and third for Berlin with 2 outs. do a really good job putting the ball in play. That one's a called strike here on the batter, Craig Jarvis. He'll be playing at third base today. The former Turkeyfoot Ram himself transferred to Berlin this season and is a freshman for the Mountaineers and trying to do some damage here on the offensive side of things for Berlin, but he falls behind in the count with 2 strikes here on the pitcher, Tressler. In the meantime, Joes will move up to second base for Berlin, and Tressler will throw from the mound. That one's poked to right field by Jarvis. That will score 2, and up there's Culp to pick it up, and Craig Jarvis gets the 2 RBI single down the right field line to give the Mountaineers a 6-0 lead. As up to the plate now will be the top of the order as that one smacked in the center field. Nicholson over there. He'll fall in front of Culp, and a double now for Fisher, and that will put Jarvis at third. So right now Berlin is on top of the offense here already in this first inning as they're leading 6-0, and they still got runners at second, third as Tressler's trying to work his way off of the mound here, but having a little bit of a struggle facing this Berlin order. As that one skips in the dirt for ball 1, a good job by the catcher, Grove, to make sure that stayed in front of him. And with the batter, Patrick, at the play here, he's pitching on the mound today for the Mountaineers as Tressler throws. That one's poked over to the third baseman, Holiday. He'll pick it up and toss it over to Hoover for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, Berlin gets 6 on the board to start the offense early here. We'll see what the Rams can do at the plate here in the first inning.
Well, go get it. Come on, go. Need something heavier than that. You should put this. Put it underneath heel so it doesn't blow away.
I had it under my thing.
Yeah, but that's not heavy enough. There's nothing in it.
Okay, Coach Ryan said you had a copy.
He is, but he's live. He's going live. He's live too.
Sure, I can give him.
I can take a picture.
As the Rams step up to the plate here with Will Toy. A breezy day it is. My goodness. In between inning there's plate papers flew everywhere. So part of the fun here of the spring windy weather as Toy takes a strike here early at the plate for the Rams. 6-0 Berlin leads, but Toy will smack that one deep to center field. But there for the catch is Fisher to retire the batter, Will Toy. That will bring The left fielder Cameron Camp to the plate today for the Rams, as he'll try to start the offense here for the Rams with 1 out for his team. That one's taken for a cold strike. Pitcher Tucker Patrick on the mound today for Berlin. Looking good so far. He's thrown 3 consecutive strikes, and that one swung on and missed by Kemp for strike 2 on the at-bat. 0-2 count. Fisher will come set with the throw. That one's cold. Strike 3 on the outside corner as Fisher freezes the batter Kemp for out number 2 here in Confluence. So 2 quick outs for Berlin. That will bring up the number 3 batter Grant Grove to the plate, as he's doing the catching job once again today for the Rams, and try to knock this one here as that one swung on and missed for strike 1. So with an 0-1 count, Patrick will throw from the mound, and another cold strike there by the pitcher in black, and Grant Grove finds himself down here with 2 strikes in the box. 0-2 pitch. Patrick from the mound. The throw up high as Patrick maybe threw a little bit of a junk pitch there to try and get the batter Grove to swing. And with the count at 1-2, Grove will still try to battle here and get the count back in his favor. Meanwhile, Patrick pushes off the rubber, just missed outside to not up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first frame. As Patrick will deal. That one is foul back as Grant Grove spoils the pitch by Patrick to put the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Grove doing a good job staying alive there in the box. The right-handed batter, we'll see what he can do here as Patrick gives the nod and will throw once more. That one's poked again, once again, by Grove, as he'll keep the count at 2-2. Grove doing a good job in that box with those pitches and staying alive for the Rams here. Patrick, meanwhile, trying to get out of this inning as he'll come and push off of that rubber. That one is swung on. The off-speed pitch gets Grove swinging, and down goes the Rams. 1-2-3 after 1. As we welcome you back here to Confluence, let's take a look at the Westpac South standings. Turkeyfoot on top with a 3-0 record, while Berlin just behind them with a 2-1 record. The Red Raiders of Myersdale in 3rd place at 2-1, while Rockwood sitting in 4th, a game under 500. Meanwhile, Shanksville, Salisbury both at the 5 and 6 spot with an 0-2 record, while Shade still trying to find that win at 0-3 in the bottom of the standings. A rough first start here for the Rams. We'll see if they can clean things up here in this second inning. Tressler will remain on the mound for the Rams to start off the inning. Meanwhile, to the plate will be the number 3 batter, Spokart. As today he's gone 0 for 1 at the, 0 for 0 at the plate as he had that walk. Spokart, he'll settle in on the right side. Tressler with the throw. That one smacked in between the gap of Hoover and Schmidt as they'll fall down for a single to start off the inning here for Berlin Brothers Valley to bring up Borbachok to the plate. So a great hit there by Spokart to smack that one down the first base line over to the right fielder Culp for the Rams, but Culp was quick to get it in as protects Spokart from moving up any more bases as the opening pitch to Borbachok is taken outside for ball 1. As once again Tressler coming set, he'll throw that one, missed below the kneecap for ball 2, and the Rams have done really good at the plate so far this year. And we'll see if they can pick it up in the later innings as they struggled there against the Mountaineers in that bottom of the first inning as the count will go 3-0. Spokart in the process moved up to second base. So that will put Spokart on second. A 3-0 count on Borbachok for the Mountaineers. Tressler with the throw. That one straight. Ball 4. The umpire went into his motion there, looking like he was going to call a strike, but just signaled for the runner, Borbachok, to make his way down the white stripe to get to first base. So, runners at the first and second base bag. Pace Prosser for the Berlin Brothers Valley Mountaineers. He'll come set. That one slow at the top of the shoelaces to open up the at-bat with the ball. Here for the Mountaineers. Once again, Tressler trying to work back in this count as he'll get the second pitch inside the zone for a called strike. So 1-1 count with no outs for Berlin. We'll see if Prosser can make contact here or if he'll hold off on the next pitch as Tressler will deal, and that one's up above the helmet for ball 2 here on Prosser. Prosser played on the varsity basketball team for Berlin. Of course, Berlin Mountaineers went all the way to the state championship for basketball. So that one gets by Grove and will move up the batters each base. Unfortunately, they fell just shy in that championship game in overtime to Nativity BVM. But maybe trying to get back to the state championship this year in baseball. They're looking good so far. And this one, as Prosser will drill that one to left field. That one is picked up and caught. And a double play as a bang play as I had to make sure that Kemp caught that ball, but Kemp did indeed make that catch down the left field line. So a double play, Kemp will throw it home and get the runner tagging Spokart out at the plate. So 2 quick outs for the Rams on the successful double plays. That one's drilled over to shortstop and over to first. So the Rams get out of it. After 2 plays in a row, they get 3 outs to end the second inning. Berlin up on Turkeyfoot 6-0 here in Confluence. Wasn't able to do anything that last inning, as thanks to the double play catch by Kemp and toss home to turn 2 and toy to Stephen Hoover at first base in the inning, will now bring up Blake Nicholson to the plate for the Rams. As the Mountaineers have 24 players on their roster this year for baseball, just a tad bit over a double what the Rams have. The Rams are trying to come back here, and we'll see if they can do it to start off the second inning with Nicholson inside of the box. That one is hit on early, and that one will just go down the line for a foul ball. Patrick sitting at 13 pitches on the game. Doing a good job from the mound there, keeping that pitch count to a minimum. And maybe that's one thing if you're head coach Eric Swink, telling your players to take a few pitches there and work the count of Patrick, because the more pitches Patrick throws, the sooner he has to get out of the game, and that's when Berlin has to bring in their bullpen on the inning. As Nicholson takes that one for a called strike. Swing and a miss, excuse me, to put the count 0-2. That one smacked into the dirt. A heater pitch there by Patrick, but he'll skip in front of the catcher Hyatt to put the count at 1-2 strikes. Blake Nicholson, been a powerhouse for the Rams this season at the plate. Trying to get on here with a 1-2 count, but instead Nicholson caught upstairs swinging on that one for strike 3. And now up to the plate will be Hunter Holiday. Rams still hitless today at the plate. We'll see if Holiday can change that here for the Rams. With one out, Holiday will step into the box, do a little motion with the bat to the pitcher, as Tucker Patrick will come set and throw. That one taken up high at the helmet on Holiday for ball 1. Tucker Patrick, the senior for the Mountaineers, trying to keep working from the mound, as he'll throw that one off the hill and smack over to the right. It bangs off of a few cars there, and an always dangerous place to park your car there, right behind us in the parking lot, and Holiday will crack a truck and a car there back to back, and we'll see if we can maybe get a little contact here, but instead he'll foul that one back to stay alive in the box. So 1-2 count with one out on the batter Holiday, staying alive in the box, and he'll try to get on here for the Rams to get the first hit of the game, as the pitcher Patrick will come, and that one a foul back once again by Holiday, as got caught swinging on that outside pitch, but was able to get a piece of it just in time before strike 3 was called. Holiday playing at third base today. He's got a 1-2 count on him here with one out. Patrick with the throw. That one in the dirt for ball 2. Good stop there by the catcher, Hyatt. He was able to keep that one in front of him, even though it really had no relevance with runners on base, but still something you like to see if you're the coach of the Mountaineers, as Patrick will come set once more, and he gets the batter Holiday chopping the wood on that one on the outside pitch for strikeout number 2 of the inning. So with 2 outs, Stephen Hoover will come to the plate to bat for the Rams, as Patrick's cruising so far on top of the rubber for the Mountaineers with 2 strikeouts in this inning, and he hasn't allowed the Rams with 1 hit. So that one missed outside for ball 1 here on the right-handed batter. Stephen Hoover, the senior, playing first base on the day. First year playing baseball, so he'll check swing there, but umpire will say he did go for strike 1. As a big part as you look at the Rams roster this year, as Hoover takes a swing and miss at strike 2, is that mix of players that haven't played maybe in a while, but decide to come back today in their senior year or even throughout high school and give it a go around. So that one's a called strike 3 on Hoover. So down 1-2-3, the Rams go. 3 strikeouts for the pitcher Patrick, and he's on fire today for the Rams. For the Mountaineers. Back at Confluence, the Rams struggling at the plate as they haven't been able to produce a hit today. Meanwhile, for the Mountaineers, they've been pretty solid to start the game, scoring 6 runs. As pitcher Brendan Trussler sitting at 40 pitches on the day. And he'll make his way back to the mound here to start out this 3rd inning. Up to the plate for the Mountaineers will be Caleb Leonard, the second baseman. And we'll see what he can do at the plate. As Trussler will throw that one for a called strike on the outside corner of the plate. Mountaineers come to bat here in this 3rd inning. Last inning they were able to get on base, but quickly went down off of the double play by the left fielder Kemp, as the count goes to 1-1, and then the fielding job by Toy to get over to Hoover to end the inning, and we'll see if Turkeyfoot can do something similar here in this 3rd inning. Wow, Leonard sits with a 2-1 count. Trussler from the mound, that one smacked up the gap between over the second base. And he'll skip in front of Nicholson. And Leonard starts the offense in the 3rd inning for the Mountaineers with a line drive single to open up the inning. So that will bring to the plate Corey Joes, the batter, wearing number 27. He takes that one outside for ball 1. With Leonard standing on the first base bag. Joe's right-handed batter for the Mountaineers as he'll come set in the box and poke that one foul. Grove, first I thought maybe that would stay in, but instead it goes over the heads of the Mountaineers there and outside the dugout to put the count at 1-1. Brandon Trussler making his first appearance on the mound on the season as he'll throw that one, and that one smacked up to Toy, and an athletic grab by the senior Will Toy at shortstop to snatch that one out of the air. Position in between second and third base, and an athletic play and a huge out for the Rams here in the 3rd inning. Jarvis will step up to bat here. He's going 1 for 1 on the day with that line drive single down the right field side to get in, pick up 2 RBIs for the Mountaineers. He'll try to do do something similar with Leonard standing on first base. He'll poke that one to left field. Kemp's all on it, and Kemp will squeeze it into his glove for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that will bring us to the top of the order with Fisher coming to the plate. Trustler doing a job from the mound, getting 2 outs in a row. Pitching 2 outs in a row for the Rams as Toy and Kemp with both catches in. That one skipped over to Holiday. That will get through and by Toy. A little bit of a bouncer there. Gets by both the third and shortstop. So Fisher will get on base off of the error on Holiday. So up to the plate will be Patrick. He's got runners at first and second. And here in the top of the third with 2 outs. He's going 1 for 2 on the day as that one's taken for a ball up high. The Mountaineers so far this season lost to Wimber there to start out the season 8-4, but they cruised past Shade and threw a no-hitter against the Panthers and then defeated Rockwood 6-0 on a few days ago in that West Pac South matchup. Turkeyfoot trying to work their way back here with a 2-0 count. Trustler will throw up high on the batter, Patrick, to put the count at 3 balls and no strikes, with Leonard and Fisher standing on the second and first base bag. Trustler will deal from the mound. That one swung on and fouled back. Tipped off the end of the barrel for strike 1 on the at-bat. The umpire will hand the ball over to Grove to toss back into Trustler. So Patrick decides to swing there on the 3-0 count, and we'll see if Trustler can make him pay here with a pitch from the mound as we put that ball behind the belt and come from the stretch. The throw by Trustler. That one fouled back just over our heads here for foul number 2 as it pokes off of the tire of the bus of the Berlin Mountaineers as it flies over our setup here down the first base line. So with a full count, that one is smoked right by the shortstop Toy, and that will score 1. The runner Fisher on his wheels over to third, and a stand-up double by the batter Patrick. He'll pick up an RBI to get extend the Mountaineers' lead to 7-0. That one just was driven right past the glove of the shortstop Toy. He tried to get there, but it was just short, and the Mountaineers will pick up a run with Spokart coming to the plate. Spokart 1 for 1 on the day as he takes the opening pitch from Trustler for a ball outside. The Mountaineers are sparking a little bit of a fire here in the top of the third inning with runners on first and second, and a called strike on the outside corner of the plate to move the count to a ball and a strike. Trustler will come set once more and throw that one in here. Nasty pitch from Trustler to get the batter Spokart swinging as that one fell into the dirt, but Spokart just couldn't hold back and was caught with the barrel going past his shoulder there, and a 1-2 count. We'll see if Trustler can get him as he'll move that arm and throw, and that one is slammed down the right field line. Culp can get there if he tries, as that one he's moving over, and it'll smack off of the power lines there in right field as it landed in front of Culp awkwardly as he was trying to get under that one, but instead it'll smack right off the power line, and maybe if it would have, I'm not quite sure where it hit there on the line, that appeared to be a foul ball, and that's what they'll call it. But that one was hit deep to right field, the shallowest part here at the ballpark in Confluence. But a foul ball is all it is, and 1-2 count. That one is inside for ball 2 to even it up. With a 2-2 count, Spokart trying to stay alive here with 2 runners in scoring position. Trustler trying to do the opposite. Throws a pitch up high, doesn't get the batter Spokart to chase, so that will load up the count with 2 outs. Bubachak on deck for the Mountaineers, as that one will fall in the dirt for ball 4, and the runner will start to go home, and now that he's caught a run down, as Grant Grove will charge at him, and he'll toss it over to the third baseman Holiday, and Holiday will tag out the runner Fisher. So the Rams get out of the inning there, or maybe a little bit of luck on that play, as it would have been ball 4 and the base is full for the batter Bubachak, but instead they retire the third baseman Fisher to end the inning. The score after 3.5, it's the Mountaineers 7, Rams still looking good on the scoreboard with none. As we welcome you back here to Confluence, let's take a look at the games around the league and baseball and softball action. Portage is playing up at Wimber, while the Cougars and North Star are hosting Ferndale Yellow Jackets. Conemaugh Township taking on Conemaugh Valley for the Battle of Conemaugh, while Rockwood travels to Myersdale. Shanksville hosting Shade, and up at the school, Turkeyfoot is playing host to Berlin. So we welcome you back here to the baseball field, as the pitcher Patrick will throw from the mound. Showing bunt is Trussler. A good bunt to Patrick. Trussler trying to beat it down the line, and he'll get it there in time. Trussler with a beautiful bunt right up the alley toward the pitcher, and Trussler beats it out for an opening hit for the Rams. That's their first hit of the day. As Patrick gives up the no-hitter there, but he's got a pretty solid lead here for the Mountaineers with this 0 on top 7-0, as the batter Culp will show bunt, but it came up real high, so Culp turned in from a bunt to try to get on base to more of a self-defense there, as it was coming right up at the neck, but Culp fouled that one over down the left side for a foul ball to open up the AB. Trussler standing at first base. He wrestles at Berlin through the co-op for Turkeyfoot, so maybe he has a few teammates here on this Berlin roster. That one is smacked off of the backstop. It flew almost all the way back in place. It made its way over to head coach for the Rams, Eric Swank, and with 2 strikes, Culp has to be careful, tighten up the zone. Here on the at-bat is the runner Trussler going, a strike 3. Trussler will slide in safely, but Culp goes down swinging. So the Rams will pick up their first out of the at-bat and bring up the second baseman, Bryce Schmidt. Schmidt on the right side of the box, swinging that bat high, wearing the number 1 on his jersey, the only sophomore on the Rams roster this season. He's got 1 runner in scoring position, that one right down the pipe for strike 1, with a 7-0 score in favor of the Mountaineers of Berlin. Patrick sitting at 30 pitches on the day, pitching 2 1/3 innings, as he'll come set and toss that one in for a swinging strike 2 on the batter Schmidt to put the count at no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in Confluence. A real windy day, but some nice weather for some baseball, but Schmidt is caught swinging way up high for strike 3 to bring up the Rams top of the order. Will Toy made an excellent play that at shortstop earlier in this one. So he'll settle in the box for the Rams with Trussler standing at second base. As the runner Trussler will go, that one will go over the head. Trussler's going to try to go home. He'll test the left fielder's arm, and Trussler will be in for a two stolen bases. And that will put the Rams on the board 1-7 here in the bottom of the third inning. And Will Toy standing in the box here for the Rams. As you can see here on our video, that was Trussler talking to one of the Berlin Mountaineers there before the game. As Toy will come back into the box here with 2 outs for the Rams. As the batter Patrick will throw that one for a called strike 2. 2 strikes here on the batter Toy. 2 outs. Rams are able to get on the board thanks to the steal by Trussler. And coming set is the Patrick, and Toy will pop that one over the shortstop Pace Prosser, and there for the catch to end the inning. Well, the Rams snap the no-hitter and get a run on the board to put the score at 1-7. One to 7 scores. The Berlin Mountaineers come to bat with Borbachok coming to the plate for Berlin. As he'll come set at the plate, Trussler with the throw. That one's a ball outside to start the AB. Borbachok playing first base today for Berlin. As Trussler will come set from the mound, and he'll toss that one in just low at the kneecap for ball 2, a little bit outside of the plate. So 2-0 count on Borbachok at first. 2-0. The pitch from Trussler, that's up high for ball 3. A 3-0 count here on Borbachok. As Trussler staying at 64 pitches on the day. Borbachok will hold that bat above his head, and that is a called strike to put the count at 3 balls and 1 strike. 7-1 is the score. Mountaineers trying to add on here in this third inning, as that one's in the dirt for ball 4 to put Borbachok on base. So now that will bring up Pace Prosser, the freshman, to the plate, wearing the number 23 blue letters on the back of his black jersey. And he's got Borbachuk standing down the first base line, and he'll try to knock him in here, but on the initial pitch, he'll take that one outside for ball 1. Good amount of people here for both sides. Bleachers are full, and all the way down the third baseline is people in their lawn chairs. Everyone coming to watch some Westpac's baseball here as that one flied out to Camp as he'll put that one into the basket for out number 1. So Hyatt will come to the plate to bat for the Mountaineers. He's been doing the catching job so far for Berlin. And he'll come to the box here with 1 out. Just up high, right about at the middle of the lumber of the batter Hyatt for a ball to start off the bat. That one is taken low for ball 2. Grove will throw down the second, but that one will get by Schmidt. And now the runner will advance to third. That one's way up high, and oh no, the Rams are throwing the ball around there, and that will cost them his run as Schmidt throws it over the head of Holiday. So 2 stolen bases by Borbachuk. And that will put him... give the Mountaineers, an 8-1 lead. Here with 1 out. So a 3-0 count here on the batter, Hyatt. He steps up to the plate and he'll take that one, a cold strike to put the count at 3-1. Borbachuk trying to stay alive here with an 8-1 lead for his Mountaineers. Ball 4 is called, and that will put Borbachuk on base for the Mountaineers and bring up the batter Leonard to the plate. And in the process, so Mountaineers will put in a pitch runner as that will be number 8, Yeager, will come over to run for Hyatt as that one's low and just below for ball 1 as Yeager will advance on the outside pitch to get him in scoring position at second base. Meanwhile, Leonard at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day, playing second base for Berlin as Trester will throw that one in there, but that one will get down in front of Kemp. He'll try to pick it, they'll fall in front, and an RBI single for Leonard will score Yeager to extend the Mountaineers' lead to 9-1. Now it appears that Eric Swank will come out and make a few changes, so we'll take a quick breather here at Confluence. Mountaineers are alive here in the 4th inning, up 9-1.